Even this question is about partial fractions. So the first step is to make sure it's a proper algebraic fraction. The order of the numerator should be smaller than the order of the denominator. Order is the highest power of x. Highest power of x here is 2, and highest power of x here is x times x squared, so it's x to the power of 3. So this is proper. No need to do long division. We can just use the partial fractions decomposition. And the first step is to identify the forms we have to use. Because of 1 plus x, simple linear, we use a constant divided by 1 plus x. And for repeated linear, something squared, so we have to use a constant divided by 2 plus x, another constant divided by 2 plus x all squared. So now we multiply both sides by the denominator. On the left they cancel out, we have only the numerator. On the right, after we multiply each term from here, cancel out, we have a times 2 plus x all squared, and from here we cancel out, we have b times 1 plus x 2 plus x, and from here we cancel out, we have c times 1 plus x. Now we need to cleverly choose the right values of x so we can find a, b, c as fast as possible. We do that by plugging in the zeros of the the terms here. So in order to make this term go to 0, we have to plug in minus 2. So we plug in minus 2, plug in minus 2, plug in minus 2, and here we plug in minus 2. This will be 2 minus 2 is 0, and here also 0. So we only have c now. We plug in minus 2, we get minus 1 from here. So we have minus 1 times c, and from here we have 16 minus 14, 2. So the c is minus 2. The other 0 we can use is from 1 plus x, 1 plus x, so we can use minus 1. Plug in minus 1, plug in minus 1, this is what we get. And if we plug in minus 1, here we get 2 minus 1, which is 1, 1 squared is 1, so we have only a. If we plug in minus 1 here, we get 0, plug in minus 1 here, we get 0. So now we have a equals from here 3. Since we have two coefficients a and c, we can plug in anything random to get the b. Just use something simple like 0. So this is 0, this is 0, we have only 8. Here if we plug in 0, we get 2 squared, which is 4. 4 times a, but we know that the a is 3. Here we plug in 0, we get 1 times 2, which is 2. 2 times b. And from here we plug in 0, we get 1 times c, but we know the c is minus 2. So now we can find the b. This is 12, this is minus 2, so we're gonna get 10, and subtract 10 from both sides, divide both sides by 2, we get b. So therefore the final answer would be the value of this is a, this is b, and this is c. Alright, I'll see you again.